Apologies to anybody that lost money. Actually, I don't give a shit if you lost money, if you didn't think we were going to come on in time. Things happen. Just happy we're doing a show. Not sure what we're going to talk about. JSU, we're probably going to talk about NBA and a little football today.
What does he do this with, JSU? He comes on. What are we going to talk about? There's an NBA slate. There's a football slate. There's college football. We can make fun of you. There's
Brandon
lots
Ingram's
to talk
out,
about.
by the way. Big news. Brandon Ingram's out.
The big news is you were going to the pool instead of wanting to do a show.
Well,
that's the big news.
Here's the deal. I'm sitting in front of the computer for a good 45 minutes, just looking at injury reports, reading playbooks and stuff. And I get a little text here from JSU. Hey, we're not doing a show. I said, oh boy. Okay. That's unfortunate that I prepped for this show, but you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the pool and get some laps in, maybe do some dead man's float or even some doggy paddle, have a good time with that.
Dead man's float.
I got my Speedo thing on right here. I was all ready to go.
You wear that in the pool?
Yeah, I gotta wear it. Well, no. Sometimes I wear it in the pool, sometimes I don't. If I'm outside,
you wear a shirt.
When I'm outside, I wear a shirt. When I'm inside, I don't wear a shirt. I would have been inside, but I threw it on anyways. Don't worry.
Outside, I can get it behind a shirt.
Yeah,
you get bored like me at the beach. I was burnt for like a week after my Florida trip without my shirt outside.
Yeah, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. So
it was a bad move.
It's a bad move.
You're walking around without your shirt on?
Not often, but if I was in Florida, which I was at the beach, I did.
Yeah, you got to wear a shirt. You got to wear the UV block one too. I'm getting too old for this shit. I wear a hat and a shirt and all sorts of bullshit.
It's smart. That's called being smart. You can't get burnt.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. I
was miserable for like a week. I'll tell you that. That burn was awful.
It is awful. Sunburn's the worst. Like the worst one I ever got, I turned purple. Have you ever gotten the purple sunburn?
I have not got the purple, I don't think.
I was like, oh,
purple
man.
sounds bad, though.
I'm like 30. I'm saying to myself, I've always gotten tan really easily. I went to Puerto Rico. Dude, done. For like a week, I couldn't even lay down on my back. I had to lay on my front because it hurts. It was a purple.
You can't even, like, it affects workbench even. Like, you can't be getting in there, like, getting full leverage like usual because it hurts. It hurts. If you get a slap or something in there, it'll sting.
Yeah, Holden definitely can't get in there because he gets his ass whooped when he has sex with his woman. So
only sometimes. Only sometimes. Fallick, first of all, I saw you want to talk. There's crazy stuff going on here. Let me first say, Fallick, congratulations on winning. I don't even think you guys should congratulate. You need to be in the Big T pool.
Yeah, get him in there. I agree.
Congrats anymore. Done.
I mean, he won a Q. Can we not at least congratulate him for winning the Q seat?
Does that make him 100K?
I mean, it could make him more than 100K. Could make him $1 million.
Congratulate him when he gets there. Okay.
Oh, you're mean.
Glock celebrating his divorce as his child comes out. The dude is building DFS lineups as his wife probably has stitches in her, pushing out a gigantic living organism. And this guy is over there building DFS lineups.
That's what we do, Glock. Yeah. That's what we do, buddy.
What's he going to sit there and hold her hand?
Yeah.
Stay strong, Glock. Keep building those lineups.
Hang out with your baby, before
all I know is I was picking winners. All 3 kids at the hospital. That TV had a game on, and I was picking winners, guaranteed.
That is awesome.
Was this at least a game that both you and Amber wanted to watch, or was this a Tony pick game?
Sports. Amber likes them all.
I know she likes sports. I said, did you at least allow her to have a say on which game was on?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Yeah.
All right. So that's interesting that you say that. Another reason I'm divorced.
Fucked up. I'll have your back.
When my daughter was born, I took a nap on the couch. I went to sleep for like 5 hours, and apparently my ex was in labor for 4 of those hours. And I was just like, leave me the fuck alone. So congratulations to Glock, being a true man, doing your business while your wife is pushing out a child. So I'm very happy for Glock. And why have we not seen Glock on the air here? I mean, I'm missing Glock. I need some Glock. So hopefully when he gets home, that'll be good.
You got to watch the Sunday night show. You don't watch all the shows.
I do not watch the Sunday night show.
Well, you would see Glock.
Is it a basketball show or a football show?
Oh my God, JSU, how do you deal with this guy? Is it a basketball show? What?
I mean,
Or a football show?
Luckily, I do shows with you or Phallic or
Oh.
someone when I'm with Holden, so it's not just me and Holden. Thank God.
Is it a basketball show?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Is it or a Sunday night football? Is what I'd be
Sunday
playing.
night?
Why the
Holden,
hell
what
would
do
it be
you
a
think they're
basketball
fucking
show on a
talking
Sunday
about?
afternoon?
Hold on, you just said it was Sunday night.
Same freaking difference. It's in the afternoon going to the night.
Tony, it's not even worth it.
Maybe you're getting ready for the Monday slate. I don't know. You tell me.
Now it's for the Monday slate on top of it. It
he-
just got even
Well,
worse.
I'm so
than the Sunday
excited.
one.
He said, Tony, JSU, let me do a Sunday show so I can preview the Monday NBA slate. So maybe that's what he was saying. I'm not sure.
Alex said this Phallic Showdown car is quite something. What has he got up there?
Oh God, I don't even want to know.
Does he
I
really
want to
have a-
know just because he
God.
always
Don't
ships.
tell me.
I'm going
I
to play
gotta
his
see it.
goddamn chord just out of
Where's it at?
principle tonight.
What's
is
1
amazing.
of 3? What's 2 of 3? Let me see what's 3 of 3. Let's check it out here.
He's
Let's
got
go
3
ahead.
of 3.
3 of 3.
He always does this little numbers where it's like Pickett 1 of 3.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Trubisky 1 of 3, and
Yeah.
then like he loves that shit.
Well, what
Instead
do
of
I
just
do,
having like
Phallic?
3 spots, he loves his little 1 of 3.
Phallic, what do I do? I'm only playing one of your lineups. I'm playing 3 lineups tonight. I'm
You're
only
going to
playing
be
one of yours.
confused because you got to have 3 to follow his rules.
Then I shouldn't even play his core then. Why is he playing?
Or just
Kenny
ball
Pickett?
up and play 3 teams like a man. Get in there and play 3.
Then I got to play 5 teams.
Well,
Oh,
he
Phallic.
gotta
said won
ball up.
750 again this week. Get some of that Brad in
I
there.
was very happy. I was very listen. If I can win, you guys can win. Is all I'm saying to our subscribers. That was fun. And the best part about it was
That's
I have
not
not
even a weird core for freaking Phallic. He's done way worse than that.
what the
He's
Kenny
done
Pickett
way
with
worse
busted
than
ribs?
that.
The Kenny Pickett broken
JSU
ribs
somehow
captain.
broke his friggin' cell to have. He had his 3rd core piece like in multiple boxes.
Wait, what? What are you talking
Where you
about?
type Chris Boswell on FanDuel, it was in 2 boxes.
No, it wasn't.
I fixed it. Yes, it was.
Where? It was literally Chris Boswell. I'm not going to read the whole core, but no, I had 3 different guys in there.
Yeah, 3 different guys. The Boswell box was broken into 2 boxes, though.
You can't play a kicker captain tonight. Just go play
No, not
defense.
captain. People got to sign up to see the rest.
Yeah,
of the score.
Holden. First of all, we haven't gotten to the football talk yet, all right? So don't be just throwing out football takes and getting people confused. We're going to talk hoops first and then football second, and we'll get to the kicker.
Where's Wiley? What is that guy doing?
That guy's
He's
being
not
a
busy
hero.
or anything.
Running the site, making sure
He's
the
not
site
busy.
stays
Why
up.
doesn't he just hop on and do this?
I agree with Holden.
I mean,
He might
of
be tired after staying up last night.
course. He showed us the call log. He was up at like
Hey Tony,
2:30.
you think Wiley's at the pool right now? You think he's at
He's
the pool?
definitely not at the pool.
He is definitely not at the
I
pool.
can say with confidence the only Road Pure person that was going to be at the pool today was definitely Holden.
I don't know. There's
The
a couple.
pool.
Hold on. Didn't Bruce could have been at the pool today?
I've gone to like the pool before, but never at like during lock of a 3-sport slate that like what?
Here's your timeout. I was sitting here the whole time waiting for the show. JSU said there's no show. I was going to go to the pool. I was going to be done. I'd have my NBA lineup in, come home, and then get all my NFL shit taken care of. Would have been I had it all planned out. And
Tony,
now
you
I'm
notice
happy.
how he just keeps blaming me? We get it.
No. Now I'm happy.
He's
I'm
throwing you
happy
under the
I'm
bus.
with
He
you.
doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to be a team player. He's
I'm
trying
happy
to
Yeah,
put all
seriously.
the stress on you.
Yep, that's all right.
Kenny Pickett is captain. Anyways, we got NBA stuff. Hold on a second. Rick Atari need a origins. Oh, Rick. I think I've told it before. I'm not going to tell it right now. Is this a premium show though? Is it behind the paywall?
Can
No.
be.
It's a free show. All right. I'm not telling it on a free show.
Wait until we're.
What does it
behind the
matter if
paywall
it's
one
a
of these
free or
times.
premium? Why can't you
I'm
tell
going
it?
through this whole lawsuit thing and I have to,
Let's
You
definitely
gotta
not go there right
I gotta
now,
act
all right?
like I'm normal, and everything's fine.
I gotta act
and,
like I'm normal.
I go to the pool and I come home and work, and then I go
Okay,
to
Tony,
sleep.
there we go. Now we got an idea where this is heading. I figured out the pool thing. All right.
Yeah.
Pool.
Oh, it's all coming together.
What did you
Yep.
figure out, JSU?
I
No,
figured
please
it
tell
out.
me.
Don't worry about it. I figured it out. Figured it out.
Tony, what did you think of Mangone going through your Facebook page and putting
He
all
thought
your
he was
pictures?
so freaking funny. Like he was so happy with himself.
He was.
Yeah.
It was a
the
good
smile that it gave him was worth it. Like you guys are embarrassing too with like there's 3 games. How can we do it, JSU? How can we make it an hour with 3 games? We got to show
it was pretty embarrassing.
That was my
listening to
shtick.
You guys do that.
I knew we were going to get through it.
Oh, that's a bad shtick.
Yeah, let me tell you something. And with all due respect, Schlong, JBC, and Mangone. But whatever idiot put those 3 guys together for 1 hour showing a 3-game slate deserves to have his title taken.
He's coming after you.
Whoever did it,
it's all my fault, Tony.
Lucky.
Everything's my
They're
fault.
lucky out of the
JSU,
goodness of my heart.
You suck at your job, all right? Go get a new one. Is that what you just told me?
Guys, I said, I think this crew needs help.
Holden? You want
I haven't heard a word you said. All I said, I looked at the schedule.
like
these
this
guys need help.
Yeah.
Second one for effect was nice.
Yeah,
These
you saw that double,
help.
right? The double.
So I went on and
Like
I
when
helped
Eli
them.
had them both up on the
grandmother used to-
Manning cast that day.
He used to do that little Armenian double flip.
Is that really Armenian? Is that where that's from? Armenian?
No, I think it's Italian.
It's Italian. My grandmother was Italian.
Yeah. You need an Arab touchdown, and no one will play it. What does that even mean?
An A-Rob touchdown, Holden. A-Rob is in Allen Robinson.
Oh my God.
Obviously, you only researched
Robinson?
NBA today.
Yeah, read that, JSU. Daniel Mordorf knows. He knows. He knows
Oh, God,
100%.
Daniel. Bad take.
Nah, he's the best.
Bad take, Daniel.
He's the best.
He's the best.
He's the smartest in the chat.
He's the best. I mean, there's nothing better. That's all I gotta say. Do I have any news on Cody Zeller? No, Fallick. Why don't you go play fucking Kenny
Cody
Pickett
Zeller still in the NBA
tonight? According to Fallick, he is. He wants to play him.
Does he still have that bad haircut?
He did get on the court for like a couple minutes yesterday.
Does he still have the bad cut though? The bad lettuce?
He needs to stay on the bench is what he needs to do.
Was it in the NBA or the Euro League? Which
bench,
league?
like the Pelicans bench. He needs to stay there.
Yeah. So again, since we came on, no Brandon Ingram. Precious is officially out. We're still waiting on Duren, aren't we? And then official word on Booker. So we've got those 2 things.
These are the best kind of slates, though, and I wanted to talk about it just because I think a lot of people have been playing with the Saber Sim. These are the slates to really play with Saber Sim and mess with the late swap because you have a 1 hour gap between every game. It's a 4-game slate and a 1 hour gap to really mess around with it and play with the settings and really get to know it because there's not often we get slates like this where you're not against a time frame. Like right now, all we really need to talk about is the 7 o'clock game. I mean, we'll talk about them all because we're on here, but like if I was just not on this show and I was just playing NBA, I would be only worried about that first game's news, and then I would keep pivoting each hour. And then obviously football's in that second window, but you just sit there and you play with the settings. Don't play with the settings of Saber Sim on a 14-game slate when news is coming like crazy and all that. Play with it on a slate like this.
Listen, Eddie. Eddie. The only play I trashed from Fallick, I think, was, and I just didn't like Scotty Barnes. And Scotty Barnes.
Oh, you didn't like Scotty Barnes? What?
No, I did not like him last
you
night.
now?
Scotty owned me now. Yeah.
Oh, baby. Fallick,
that's the only play. That's the only play I can remember. Yeah, Barnes, Eddie. I said that before you.
Have some freaking respect for the man. He came through for you.
I faded him. 13 games late, I faded him. He dropped 50 on me.
That's bullshit.
That is the one play that I just said I didn't like him. So
he came through.
Shout out to Fallick.
Where's the loyalty?
Listen, Tony, this is slate to slate, okay? You can't just play everyone every fucking slate.
You owned me with him. You made fun of me with him.
Because you said that Chris Paul was a way better play. You took no. This is what I made fun of you for. Is you said Chris Paul at the same price tag as Scotty Barnes was a better play on any fucking slate in the world.
Oh,
and
no,
I laughed, and you laughed at me and called me a donkey, and then he owned your ass. That is different, okay? Scotty Barnes was 8-2. He scored 51, so he's still crushed, but he was 8-2 as a different slate. There was 13 games, 26 teams. We were on like a 6-game slate, and you said Scotty Barnes was worse than Chris Paul. Just remember that.
I remember that you owned me with him, and then you turned on him. You turned your back on him. Phallic shipped with him, and I would never turn my back on a guy that came through like that for me.
Fair enough.
It's unfortunate. A couple things in the chat to discuss. Jay Hill. A couple things. First of all, I'm probably the only carpet muncher on the show. Second of all, just because your mother didn't enjoy it doesn't mean I'm not good at it.
I'm not good at it.
I take
fair.
Yeah. It's quite fair. It's very fair. Can we get Prez or Mangone in here and remove Holden? I don't know, guys. Can we?
No, we like Holden.
Yeah, too bad, Parabay. Is Parabay a subscriber? Is my question. If you're a subscriber, you can talk shit. If you're not a subscriber, go screw. That's all I have to say.
Think I like it, anyone that talks shit to you. So
yeah.
all are welcome.
I like anyone who talks shit to any of us.
Well, just sign up. It's RPS 15.
Fun shit. But
sign up already. All right, Raptors, Schroeder, Anunoby, Barnes, Siakam, Pirtle. Sixers, Maxey, Melton, Oubre, Harris, Embiid. And we were going to talk about this first game at some point in time. So you guys let me know when you're ready to talk some basketball.
I heard you the first time, Brad. I heard you the first time. Yes, I will go cry a river later on tonight because I turned my back on Scotty. You said it twice in the chat. I got it. Oh.
JSU's a little fired up
got
today.
It, people. I got it. I see it. Okay, I turned my back on Scotty for one slate.
Yeah.
Thank God this is DFS and we can get back on him any other slate.
Everybody needs to get on him for that.
Hank, I'm with you. I don't know what happened to Madison, but
I want to know what happened to Big T yesterday. I didn't see Big T on no damn show yesterday.
Weren't you doing Halloween?
No, that was incorrect what you guys said. You guys were acting like I was trick-or-treating. I stayed home yesterday. I had Wednesdays, I got responsibilities. I only do the print factory.
Oh, isn't that...
I can't do 2 shows like JSU.
Isn't that workbench afternoon?
I haven't got afternoon workbench in a minute.
Really?
Yeah.
I got some afternoon workbench today. I got some afternoon workbench.
Yeah.
That was lovely.
Yeah.
Good job.
He said good job.
I mean, someone's got to get it done on this show.
Someone's got to get it done. I'm a little concerned for Tony, but he's been red hot in DFS. And
I didn't say I haven't got work. First of all, I didn't say I haven't got workbench. I said afternoon workbench.
He said afternoon workbench. I know what
I got the job done plenty good a couple times. Hot tub 2 nights ago. Don't worry about me in that department.
Literally,
I was.
The silence was kind of golden, but I knew Tony was going to bring up the hot tub. Like instantly, I knew he was just going to bring up the hot tub.
My best work
and you guys know I've been to Tony's house how many times now, and I've never once even walked near the hot tub.
Mm-hmm.
And I stay away from the hot tub for that reason, because I know that's one of the spots he just always talks about. So
yeah,
I won't go in that hot tub, but that's one of Tony's favorite spots. I know that.
It doesn't matter how much chlorine's in there. It's just the thought of the usage of the hot tub is what'll keep you out, right? Yeah, you don't want to go in there. It's disgusting. Okay. What do we have here? Oh, Kevin Fallick doing the shtick. 24 minutes to lock. Y'all doing a fantastic job.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks for watching, Kevin.
Go screw, Kevin.
Eddie, if you want to talk to Kevin, go in the Discord.
Yeah. Go win another 50K, Kevin.
Every single Discord channel. You could add him in any Discord channel and he'll freaking be there.
If you went into Big T's hot tub, you'll get pregnant.
No, I actually don't think that's true.
You don't think that's true?
No.
When are you getting a vasectomy already, dude? It's time.
I haven't.
It's time.
How you know I haven't?
Just about time for you, buddy. I can probably get you a free one too. What's so interesting out your window, Holden? Oh, I leave my window open sometimes and there's kids and I'm afraid that they're going to hear some of the things we're talking about. But ultimately I still leave the window open because I just don't give a shit. And it's
like
really nice
your
weather.
Kids or just random kids?
Just randos. Yeah, just the, your neighborhood hoodlums that come by and do their thing. And all right,
Gotcha.
let's go. Let's go talk about this first game then. How does this sound, JSU? Toronto and Philly. So we got the lineups. How is Maxey almost as close to a must, even though there's no must plays? Is Maxey close to a must play at this point? The dude has just been ridiculous.
Well, must play. I'll say that his price got to a point where I don't think he's a must play, but good play. Hell yeah, I think he's a good play. I mean, to me on this slate, and just talking about the first game here, you've got Embiid, who's looked amazing, and the 80 points that he put up in the last game, he did that in 3 friggin' quarters, because I'm pretty sure he didn't play it all in the fourth quarter. So he played his normal, like, first through third quarter rotation, and they were just dominating Portland. And I'm pretty sure he didn't come back in the game in the fourth. So he did that all in 3. And before that, against Toronto, he smashed. He just had that one, not so great game against Milwaukee. That was the first game. But ever since then, the dude's just been ridiculous. And, for me, it's him over Kevin Durant for sure. Like, if we're just talking about those two guys, like which stud you paying up for, it's definitely Embiid over Durant for me.
Okay.
But like Maxey, Scotty Barnes are right next to each other in price. So some people might be debating playing both, like playing one or the other. Now you could obviously play both of them. But playing one or the other, I think they're really close. Like I think Maxey and him are really, really close. And I would probably lean, Maxey, just on the fucking chat. But
all right. Fuck the chat.
They're both good plays. It's a 4-game slate. I think the question is, though, how heavy do you go on this first game? Because you have good plays. Kelly Oubre, I think, is a great play. Those studs are great plays. I think there's better value in the next game. So do you pair value from the next couple games with the studs from this game is the question to me, because I think that's a really good route. Spending up for 2 or 3 of the studs in this first game, playing a mid-tier guy or 2, and then getting the value from the next, 3 games, finding, a couple players that you can, fill in the cheap voids of your team. So that's what I'm kind of looking at right now, because if I just go through the rest of the games real quick, and you look at after Toronto, Philly, you have Detroit, New Orleans. Do I need to play Cade Cunningham? No, I don't think I need to play Cade Cunningham, and he's expensive. Like 8K, 8,800, somewhere in that range, depending on FanDuel or Draftkings. But then you get into, okay, do I need to pay up for, Zion's out, Brandon Ingram's out, so it's just CJ. Do I need to pay up for CJ? I don't think you need to. I think he's a good play, but I don't think you need to pay up for him. I think you could go all value in the New Orleans Detroit game. So then, okay, there's not many studs. Now I go to Orlando, Utah. I mean, I don't like this game. A bunch of these guys have been just like okay to start the year. Lauri Markkanen's been up and down. Like, I think you can pay him, but is Tyrese Maxey a better play? I think he is. Is Scotty Barnes a better play? I think he is. Paolo's been up and down. I don't really like him. Franz Wagner. I mean, everyone was blowing this guy before the year started. I listened to so many podcasts where people were talking this dude up like he was going to be an all-star. And he just looks like, he just looks like an okay player to me. Like, nothing crazy special. Like, they got a bunch of guys like on par with him on that Magic team. So like, he doesn't stand out to me though as like a world beater. He's 6,500 on FanDuel. I think he's in the 6K range on DK though. Don't need to play him. Jordan Clarkson started off the year pretty bad. He finally had a good game last time out against Memphis, I think it was, and the first game against Sacramento, but the in-betweens have been bad. I think you could play him. But my point is, as you go through all these games, I think it's clear and obvious that it's the studs from the first game and then finding the mid-tier and the cheap value plays from the next 3 games is the way to go on this slate. So it just depends on how you rank those studs. And I'll let Tony talk for a second. But like for me, it's Embiid 1. It's, Maxey, CJ, Scotty Barnes, those 4. So those are the 4 guys I'm looking to like spend up for and, then fill in the rest from there. So Tony can talk now, but yeah.
Real quick, Durant is a game time decision. So you're going to have to wait around for that for just a little bit. Tony, let's get your thoughts on the slate here. Primarily the first game just to start. As JSU was saying, let's plug our studs in here. We'll get the mid-tier and the value a little bit later. Where are you with that strategy and where are you in game 1?
Yeah, so obviously for me, anyone that's watched my stuff over the years knows I'm for sure going to jam New Orleans tonight. Just the best possible spot versus Detroit. So that's where I'll start my teams. But just looking at the first game, since it's 7, I mean, I think Embiid's one of the best plays, obviously at the top. We don't for sure know Booker yet, right? I think he'll play tonight. I'm pretty sure he'll play, but we haven't heard like absolutely for sure, right?
Correct.
So with the way the games are set up, I mean, you have to just make a guess on that and just pretend he's in or out and go with it because it's the only late game at 10. The good thing is if you assume he's in and Durant is 10-8 and Booker's 9-5 and Nurkic is 7, I think that game's just overpriced. So I don't need that, especially now with how good the New Orleans plays are. Phoenix probably could kill San Antonio tonight too. I just don't like that game. So the way I like to play short slates is just really get into certain spots, and I don't like that late game, so I won't be on that much. In the early game even, I don't love Toronto. I'll play a little bit of Toronto just because I have 150 teams, but I don't love it. I mean, my main team's going to come a lot from that New Orleans game because even the Detroit side, I like Durant if he's in, and I like Cade Cunningham if he's in. So those 2 plus the New Orleans guys, which everyone on New Orleans is good plays, I just think you're pretty set. And you just look at the rest of the games. I mean, Utah, Clarkson's underpriced. He's obviously a good play. John Collins is a safe condom play. I mean, he'll get you 25 or something, which is fine on some slates. I mean, it's a short slate. I like John Collins more than I usually do, just because I think he's very safe against Orlando. Markelle Fultz is a similar play to me. I feel like he's kind of a safe play where you just put him in there and keep things going. Studs, though, for me, it's just clearly Embiid. I mean, he looks like he's on a mission. I don't like Embiid, like as far as a player, as much as everyone else does, but I like him tonight. The hard part for FanDuel, just because I'm putting my FanDuel core up too, and this is what we do every day on this show, kind of build teams as we go. Embiid or Joe Val, I think I have to play Embiid on FanDuel, even though I love Joe Val on my main team, just because – you can play other New Orleans guys too. I need a stud. I trust him the most. FanDuel, you got to spend up, at least I do, on 1 or 2 spots. So I'm going to go Embiid on FanDuel. I'm going to go Embiid on both, but I think I won't be playing as much Joe Val on FanDuel.
How many
and I like Oubre, especially on FanDuel. I like Oubre on both sites, but I really like him on
small
FanDuel.
Forward or shooting guard on FanDuel? Beer Belly actually wanted to know for Uber.
I got him right now at small forward, but okay. I haven't messed around with the combos like that much.
Okay. How many Pels is too many Pels? 4?
This is always where JSU says like 3 or 4, and I say like 1 more than he says because I think these are the nights I love. I think that these guys are just very good plays, and it'll be the same as always. 4 or 5 of them will crush. 1 obvious guy will bust, and it's a matter of if you can guess who the bust is. I mean, they're facing Detroit shorthanded. It's literally as good of a spot as you can have. It's a short slate. It's just like FanDuel, I think you should have minimum 3, max 4, obviously, because you can only play 4 on FanDuel, but And then DK, I mean, I want 4 Pelicans on my team. That's the number I want.
4.
I agree. I think 3 to 4 is where I range, but I think I want 4. If I can, if I like the rest of the lineup, I want 4 Pels on my team as well too. So, and look at Detroit. Like, to me, if Durant is out, that helps it even more for the opposing team defensive, like from a defensive standpoint, just because like Durant's such a beast down low, gets every rebound. It's just different when he's not on the floor. So I think Durant makes it even a better spot for a New Orleans team who is down 2 of their studs and then some role players on top that they've been down. So like they're really thin. And you can just load up on some of these guys. I think Valanciunas just absolutely crushes. So I don't really want to fade him on this slate. I think he's going to kill Detroit inside if Durant doesn't play. So I really want him. And yeah, I mean, I'm going to load up. Like I said, I'm going to take the studs from the Toronto game mainly and load it up with the mid-tier and value plays from that Detroit New Orleans game. I think it's the best route on this slate.
Does leaving salary differ on a 4-game slate as opposed to a big slate?
I don't think you have to leave that much salary on a 4-game slate.
What's that much? Where is that? 500, 400, 300?
Yeah, I wouldn't leave more than like 400 or 500 honestly on this type of slate.
Okay. I like it. We can take your questions.
Most of the time, like you can upgrade with that like 500 or something like that. Like most of the time, there's got to be somewhere where you think like one of your spots, there's a guy for 500 more that is better than who you have in that lineup. So,
Well, I'm sitting here at Util with Larry Nance because I like Larry Nance, but
yeah, Larry Nance is good. It's annoying that he's only center though. I wish he was like power forward center.
Yeah,
he's only center on Draftkings.
I was just working on my core, and I didn't know he was just center. That sucks.
Yeah, it's so Marvin Bagley's center only too, I think.
Who you like more, Bagley or Nance tonight?
Oh, you guys just broke my heart.
Well, we just saved you money, maybe too.
Well, if Bagley starts,
you didn't save me money because I was doing my core before I put it in there, so I wouldn't have got it in there to begin with. We saved Tony from getting all the questions going. Yeah, I would have got the DC questions. They would have been like,
saved him from something.
I can't believe he's only center. Why is he not forward? That's crazy. It's so crazy that I didn't even look because I just assumed he was power forward eligible. Everyone's eligible at 2 positions on friggin' DraftKings. Son of a bitch.
What's up with Precious, Big T? You got any Precious tonight?
I mean, I didn't even know he was on the slate. So
okay, very good. I know you did, but you saying that is still funny.
Wait, why is he playing? Precious is out.
Is he officially out? Yeah, he is. We just got him out. Never mind. He isn't on the slate anymore. I just said he was out, so never
Holden,
mind.
you literally read that he was out to start the show.
Why are you surprised at this point? Why are you surprised?
Come on, Holden. I try to defend you on these shows, but come on.
You don't try to defend me on these shows ever.
I mean, you were just
never
defended me on like an hour ago, so
you have never defended me on the show.
I always defend you.
No,
Tony, who always had Holden's back. Tony knows.
Thank you. I always had your back. Yes.
Oh, fuck you guys.
Right. You never had my back on the show. You might have my back off a show that I don't know about, but you never have my back on a show. It's always Tony who has my back.
Bullshit.
And then he does it. Then he does a 180.
Tony, Larry Nance is power forward on FanDuel. Just so
I mean, I had him in FanDuel. I already built my FanDuel, so I had him in. It was just DK. I put him in my core before I built the team, and I can't get him, and it's pissing me off now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's hurtful.
Eubanks or Nance?
It's hurtful.
Eubanks or Nance?
I mean, Nance is like the best play if he fits. Like the problem
I think on FanDuel, Nance is so hard not to play on FanDuel.
Yeah, when you can play him at forward, he's a lock.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's just hard not to play.
On DK, it's making me want to come off Embiid, but man, Embiid's just my favorite stud by a mile. So it's like, I feel like the right play is to fade Embiid, though.
Well, the right play is to play Joe Val and Larry Nance probably, but
Any of the new Clipper cheap new Philly guys?
what'd you say?
I'm just reading what Matt said. Any of the new Clipper cheap new Philly guys?
I think the New Orleans value is just better, so I would just go there and because I don't really know is the answer, and I don't think anyone really knows what's going to happen with those guys. So I would kind of wait on it and play these New Orleans guys and just kind of see how Philly rolls them out. Do they slow roll them a little bit because they haven't been there for a while? How do they go about using these guys? So that's what I would do personally.
Free show, so you bangs. What's up, man? Going. What about my boy Grady Dick, who disappointed? Who was very disappointing. Was it last night? I think it was last night. Anybody on Grady Dick on this panel?
Is college DFS started up?
No, not yet.
No.
So I would say Shark K Killa, no. What about him? No.
I mean, has he been playing?
Yeah, he played. He actually had a couple
he's
really
been
good
playing
games until he shit the bed at his last game.
He's not 3K though. He's 4K. I mean,
now he's priced up too. So
I don't
no,
know.
we're just saying he's been playing though.
And I think he had 2 good games. Best power forward play. Position so weak from Meyer. Is that Myers or Meyer? Is that a different Meyer or Myers? What do you think's the best power forward play tonight, guys? Maybe rank a couple.
On FanDuel or on Draftkings? Like
Didn't
on
even give you
FanDuel,
a
it's Larry
fan. How about
Nance.
both? How about both?
On FanDuel, it's Larry Nance. On DraftKings, I will say Kelly Oubre.
Boats and Hose would like to know if you'll talk about Daniels.
I like Dyson Daniels. He's cheap. I think he's going to play a good amount. He's 4K or 4,200 here. I think 4K on FanDuel, but he's definitely him and Jordan Hawkins. I think are the 2 of the best values. Larry Nance would be one of the other top values. The only issue is the center only eligibility, but those are the 3 key values for New Orleans. Those 3 guys.
Beautiful. Now that was very succinct, JSU.
Thank you, sir.
Job. Very good job. Just making it short and sweet. Power forward on FanDuel, Nance. Yes. Big T, are you playing 3 centers on DK?
I mean, I wish. I'm still screwing here about it.
Getting good people.
Put my boy Dyson Daniels in your core.
I mean, I probably am gonna. I mean, I'm not gonna have any more early guys, so my core doesn't matter at this point. But
all right, so 2 questions here: Herb Jones and Matt Ryan. So we'll start with Herb Jones.
I actually like Matt Ryan a little bit in big field tournaments.
I like him too.
Yeah,
even though he's literally just a shooter, but
yeah.
All right, so you're okay with Matt Ryan. What about Herb Jones?
Yes, Herb is definitely in play.
You like the Herb?
Yeah, he'd probably be the next power forward on DK, honestly, because he is power forward eligible. Yeah, he's power forward eligible.
Okay. I'm not going to read out cores, people. I just can't do it because it's a free show.
More on the site, NBA 15. Get on the site.
That's the other thing already. I mean, you guys have been watching these shows for so long and like you haven't signed up yet. Just do it already. RPS 15. Okay. We got NBA tonight. We got
also
Showdown. Yeah.
Real quick too, a guy who got a bump. If Alec Burks and Durant are out again, dude who saw a nice bump was Marcus Sasser, who is 3,600 for Detroit and played, I think it was 23 minutes. And just played really well. So they honestly couldn't take him off the floor. But I think if Alec Burks is out, he'd be, in play a little bit as a value at that price tag on this slate.
All right. Different Myers. The other Myers is fat with a lousy diet. Hey, K Fleeks Burner. That's not nice. It's not nice at all. Did we talk enough about Hawkins yet that we don't have to talk about him anymore?
I mean, he's like the top play on the slate. So
all right. Beanair. Tobias or Boncaro?
I'll go Paolo.
Dyson or Bagley if Duren's out from Drex. Dyson or Bagley if Duren is out.
Bagley.
Big T. Drex is asking you Dyson or no, he's asking you Oubre or Herb.
I never play her. I got mad at myself the other night because I ran the optimizer. I hate Herb. Like, he's in a good spot tonight, but he's just a guy that's a defender, and I just don't like playing guys that are only. I'll have some in my 150, so I'll take Dyson Daniels more. Was that it? Dyson Daniels and him?
Yeah, I think. Hold on, I got to go back to the page now. It was Oubre or Herb. Oubre or Herb.
Oh, I mean Oubre for sure over Herb. I actually like Oubre a little bit tonight. He's like one of the builds that I really like that I'm thinking about for my main. Gives me 4 New Orleans plus Oubre and Embiid in the first game. I think I like that build a decent amount. I like that Oubre's power forward eligible too, which is pretty nice. And when JSU's just talking on mute.
He's the best power forward on the slate with price included.
Yeah, I'll just pop him in my core since JSU likes him too.
Fultz or Clarkson from Sean G. No site. Fultz or Clarkson.
Let's
go.
No
Fultz.
site. That's close. I will go. Man, I'll go Jordan Clarkson. He's looked so bad, but I think he has. I'll go him.
Tony, any thoughts on Clarkson tonight?
I mean, he's too cheap. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's on the cash chart, and he's got to be one of the better plays because he's freaking free.
So even though he sucks so far,
I mean,
we'll play him.
Does he?
I don't know. Has he really been paying off?
He's been decent
against Memphis. That was about it. Against Memphis.
Yeah, I mean, he just went for 39 in 26 minutes last game. He's just too cheap. He's 5,400. I mean, that's just pricing where I don't love Jordan Clarkson. He's free, though.
Boynton. Wrong chat, buddy. Baseball ended. College basketball doesn't start for a couple more days. But he does have a question about the NBA. Collins or Hancock? Last man in. Herbie Hancock.
Herbie Hancock?
Yeah.
What was that, Tommy boy? That's Herbie Hancock.
I mean, that guy had some great songs. Trevor, which forward do you like around 5'4" to 5'6"? Which forward do you like 5'4" to 5'6"?
Forward. Let me sort by position. These are always the questions that it makes it hard because you got. I mean, John Collins is 5,600. He's my highest owned in there. Oubre's a little
game's
more.
locked now. We're locked on the first game.
Yeah, Herb Jones. I mean, all that range. I would have John Collins as my top 5,600 forward though.
Oof.
Who you got?
Oh, top forward at what? 5,600?
Yeah.
Oh God, 5,600.
It's him, Herb.
I guess I'll go Herb. I can't play John Collins.
There's no way you're playing Herb over John Collins.
Oh,
I'm gonna give my same speech the other night. You owned me last time I said this.
No way you're playing what? Oh no.
John Collins is projected 5 more points than him.
Oh, John Collins is so dusty.
I hate John Collins, but I hate Herb even more.
There's so many guys on this slate I despise playing, by the way. Yeah. There's like so many guys.
Josh Okogie, Bob Covington. Like, there's so many just dead spots.
Bad spots for sure.
There's
God, I found this team that I love, Tony.
Yeah.
But I gotta play 5 Pelicans on it.
Yeah, that's what the good stuff kicks in.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't know why.
How many Pelicans?
I love too many. What time is that damn game though?
That's 8. That's the next game that locks.
30 minutes.
The best thing ever would be if they ruled in all those guys, like if Durant and Burks played.
I already love that game.
AP, give me Herb over John Collins. John Collins is ass cheeks.
How much?
AP,
Who
how
said
much
that?
he wants to know? How much?
AP?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's AP.
I'd love some AP bucks.
You guys usually don't publicly bet each other. I don't hear that very often. So this could be a good one.
I mean, this is
Appreciate
free
you
money.
being
I like
there.
free money.
Appreciate you, buddy.
AP, how much, buddy? Put it in the chat and we'll try and get something going here.
What does AP want?
That's
What does
as
AP
free of
want?
money as I've ever had.
He wants Herb over John Collins.
Yeah.
Oh, get him, AP. Get in there, baby.
Where is he saying this at? I don't see it.
Live show chat. Hundo. He just wants a hundo.
Yeah, I love friendly hundos.
All right, friendly hundo. Hundo bet. AP has Herb. Big T has John Collins.
God,
If
Big
one of
T,
them
I
gets
can't believe
under
you
15
like John
fantasy points,
Collins.
it pays double.
I can't believe you like John Collins.
What'd you say, Tony? I didn't hear you.
He's too cheap. He's so much better. He's so much better of a play than Herb.
He is the condom play of all condom
He
plays.
is, but I'll take 27 from him.
Oh no! Don't do yourself like that. Don't do it.
No.
Oubre 23% in the main. Yeah,
I love that. That's amazing.
It's just a
Someone
little
might be
$5. My little $5 single entry. We got Maxey at 27, Oubre at 27, Embiid at 29.3.
You know what you're telling me, Holden, is that this game's under owned because everyone's waiting for news on
Correct.
Booker.
All sub 30. Maxey,
Because I really
Oubre, and
think
Embiid.
the studs from this game paired with the New Orleans value was the best. But like most, maybe some people were waiting to see if Durant plays, see if all these guys are in or out. Booker.
Siakam is 7, Pirtle 5.7. Just looking at
because man, if Booker's in, Tony, is Booker the next best stud if he's playing?
I like Booker the next best for sure when he's in. I don't.
We talked about
if
it.
you don't
He's
count
the alpha.
McCollum.
I mean, he's the alpha.
Yeah. Whenever the years go, I mean, KD's carried the weight a little bit the last week too. I mean, if they're both in tonight, Booker's definitely better.
By the way, Tony, did you see the video of? I think it was like a Phoenix fan or something like that. They posted a video, and it was of Kevin Durant. I don't know if you saw the play at the very end of that game or 2 nights ago when he got the ball ripped from him, and Keldon ripped it from him and they ended up scoring.
Yeah,
and
they just straight took it from him.
And he's like, oh, they got screwed. KD got hit in the face or something like that. And I was like, come on, man. KD's 7 feet tall.
He
can't
got
let Keldon Johnson.
That was not a foul. I had no rooting interest either way in that. That was not.
I had a rooting interest. I had the Spurs because I'm a homer, but so I was happy about it. But I also had them plus 7 too. But either way, they didn't have a lead the entire game. Kevin Durant blew that game. Like that was definitely KD's fault. Can't blame it on a love tap.
All right, so like button would be great. We got monster show here, and for those of you saying where's the NFL stuff, we'll get to it. We got plenty of time for NFL. We will definitely get to the NFL. Maybe sooner than later. Maybe sooner than later. So we're just waiting on Booker news and Durant news, and then that's it.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to get Booker probably during the. Oh, I gotta handle something. I'll be right back.
All right, you go handle that.
I am from Boston. I grew up massive. There was 2 guys. I don't even know if Tim Duncan and Tony Parker were guys that I managed in Ginobili. Those were all guys I loved. Bruce Bowen growing up. I weirdly loved the Spurs players. I don't know why. It wasn't a team thing. But I loved all the guys the Spurs had growing up. I loved all their teams, Sean Elliott, all these guys. I was just a big fan of all their teams they had when I was growing up. So I was more of I call myself a homer because I actually rooted for the Spurs as a kid more than the Celtics because I was a big fan of all the guys they had Tim Duncan and Manu and Tony Parker, everyone. I mean, I know all those guys, even Matt Bonner was on the team and just stroking threes and he sucked everywhere else. But I just like the Spurs team. So yeah, growing up, that was my Allen Iverson and the Spurs. Those were my teams. Those were my squads that I just watched or liked
Jeffrey
watching.
Mosini. I grew up with the '90s Bulls. I was going to high school when they won their first championship there in Chicago. Jeffrey, it was a wild time.
I think everyone has like a team that they have like their hometown team, Holden, but they also have that like fandom team that they have players on it, so they root for them growing up. It's kind of like everyone probably like Kobe and Shaq or the Bulls, and they weren't all from LA or Chicago. I liked Allen Iverson. I liked Greg Popovich growing up, like the coaching. I liked all that stuff. So like,
I never liked other teams. So since I was born in New York, but moved out when I was very young, I still liked the Knicks. And I remember going to the old Chicago Stadium. There's like 10 Knicks fans there, and I was one of them. I almost got killed there. But just looking back on that period of time in my life, having a chance to watch Jordan in person was just
I never got that. I never got to watch Jordan in person. You know?
Right. Like my daughter's like,
I was real young, so I never saw it.
I wore Nikes to, around my daughter yesterday, and she's like, "Are those Air Jordans?" And I'm like, "No, they're not Air Jordans." She's like, "But you got a chance to watch him play, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did." Like my grandfather saw Babe Ruth play. Holy shit, that's crazy stuff. Stefan, that is disgusting. I'm only into WNBA players, and they're not into me. It's unfortunate.
You can still shoot your shot, Holden.
What are you gonna do? Any more NBA questions?
Did you have any? Did you have a team that you like root for growing up that just like had like players you liked on it that wasn't your team, like the Nuggets? Did you have another team that you like? Because mine was definitely like the Spurs, and growing up, they just always had guys that I like rooted for, but.
My whole life I've rooted for LeBron or the Nuggets.
Yeah. Okay. So LeBron, like wherever LeBron went, you just rooted for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until I started to like the Nuggets, then I started rooting for LeBron less. But like early on, people forget the narrative, but the narrative was always that LeBron couldn't win. That was when I really liked him. When everyone was like, he can't win, he loses in the playoffs every year. Like that was when I really, really loved him.
Greg Anthony this was before he got busted for hookers, just laid into me one day. I was like, dude, we had him on the show. I was like, dude, LeBron can't win anything. He's a total choker.
Yeah, that was a lot of people had that.
Yeah, he'll win his title, but he'll have to go join somebody else to do it. And he's like, you don't know what you're talking about. He's going. And that year he won a championship. That was it. He just won. And then he didn't stop. And then he joined the Heat.
It was just so absurd.
I think what LeBron's doing right now is more impressive than anything he's done in his whole career.
I mean, come on, dude.
I mean, it's
what he's doing right now is unreal.
I agree with how impressive it is, but it's not
what he's doing right now. Like,
some of those seasons were so good.
We'll never see it again, though, Tony. I don't think you realize.
I agree with that.
We'll never see what he's doing right now. We'll never see again.
How do you know?
I don't think. I just don't. I mean, it's just
what
great.
Slender Man.
He's in his 21st year, dude.
Yeah.
I don't
He
know.
was so good last night too. It was absurd how good he was.
I mean, okay. I mean, you find someone in their 21st year doing what he's doing. I'm telling you right now, you won't be able to because it's never happened. So what's to say it will ever happen again? So I don't know how that's an awful take. It's never happened. It'll never happen. LeBron is the biggest freak of nature we've ever seen.
I think, you know what? Because Kareem started tailing off with about 4 years left in his career. So yeah, it's not even Kareem did that, and then Jordan took time off. So it's impressive. Modern medicine's amazing.
Jordan wasn't even close to this when he was the same age. Like people love.
That's what I mean, though. Watch Jordan when he was like with the Wizards and stuff.
Like, he was not.
He had
not even like in the same stratosphere. And
that's my point.
Again, I was like a huge Shaq guy, and I know older guys like age differently too, of course. I mean, bigger guys like that. But you could see him lose like 8 steps when he was in Miami and Cleveland and like Miami,
Boston,
even when they won the title.
In Boston for that year? That 1 year in Boston?
Like, he was a shell of a man.
How about Patrick Ewing in Orlando? That was
they all fall off a cliff. And look at Peyton Manning in a different sport. He fell off a cliff and won a Super Bowl. Like, it's just these guys fall off cliffs.
What's a bad take, though? Jordan didn't play for years. Okay, he came back and played for the Wizards. So
What does it matter?
I don't
I'm
even
saying,
count that.
okay, he's at a similar age as what LeBron's at, and compare them at those ages, and it's not comparable at the ages. That's all we're saying.
Jordan was a top 10 player in his first year with the Wizards.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was. He really was.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't
I
the
think
same.
that Jordan at any time during the Wizards could decide, okay, I'm going to go off, but I don't think he could do the consistent. I don't think he could do what LeBron's doing.
They didn't even make the playoffs. Like, everyone wants to say all
that
this shit.
team
They
was
didn't make the
brutal.
playoffs.
That team was brutal.
Well, LeBron's played on plenty of brutal teams. Like,
Yeah, and they missed the playoffs. Or they have like
wait a second.
no
LeBron's played on
one says anything about MJ.
LeBron's played on some pretty good teams too.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
not go
that's
into
fine.
the.
All right,
the
look,
who's
can we not
played
do
on
the
what.
He also
LeBron,
didn't have to
MJ?
play 3 white dudes in the
Come
finals.
on.
He didn't get it. He didn't get that
Can
luxury.
we not do LeBron, MJ? Please?
Okay, all right. Greg Ostertag. Yeah, let's talk about
LeBron
him.
didn't get to play against Greg Ostertag.
He should have.
Hey,
Greg
he had
Ostertag was awesome.
Zadrunas Ilgauskas on
Greg
his
Ostertag's
team.
my guy.
He
Don't
had
mess with Greg
Zadrunas
Ostertag,
Ilgauskas
Kansas
on his
legend.
team, Tony. You remember that big white boy? That was a big boy.
Big Z.
Big Z.
Derrick Henry better than LeBron.
Oof. I don't know.
I think Derrick Henry would probably win that, but
What?
Win what? Like a fight?
yeah.
No.
Oh,
Derrick Henry's a football player.
no,
LeBron
Tony.
is
Derrick
a
Henry
fucking
would win a
basketball
fight.
player.
That's
Huh?
not a question. Do you see what Derrick Henry does for workouts?
Burks
That
is
guy
out.
is an animal.
Yeah, Derrick Henry would kill LeBron. That's what all I'm saying.
That's not Dude, fair, Holman.
What are you guys talking about?
Was he 6?
Derrick Henry's 6'3", like 240.
Yeah.
LeBron's 6'9", like 280.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
Derrick
look,
Henry-
LeBron loses
Derrick
to
Henry's
Derrick.
not going to look big compared to LeBron.
Derrick Henry didn't
Derrick
get
Henry's
off
going to
him.
run
Tired.
through LeBron. I'll tell you that right now.
Derrick,
Oh, LeBron doesn't lift any
LeBron-
weights, guys. Yeah, LeBron's a
Derrick
little
Henry
weak
would
link.
break him in, well, not in half, but he'd
You
break
guys
him.
are out of your mind.
You're not. You're out of your
Dude.
friggin' mind.
Why
Tony.
would Derrick Henry whoop him?
Because he's a football player and he's tougher.
He's
Dude.
a football player?
Yes, he
What
is
does
a
that
football
matter?
player. He's playing tonight.
He's 6'9"
Wait,
compared to
what does
6'3".
that matter? He's
He
playing
weighs
tonight.
more. I bet he
LeBron
can
couldn't
bench
get past
more
a
than
stiff
him.
arm. He'd stiff
Dude.
arm him. He'd be done.
Tony, come on.
Over.
You guys are out of your mind.
What do you mean I'm out of my mind?
He's way bigger, and he
don't
probably
care.
benches
Dude,
more. on
Derrick
top of him.
Henry takes on linemen, defensive
outta
linemen
here.
who are
Like,
315 pounds. He's running over safety, 240-pound safety,
Yeah,
like
Derrick is not running
linebackers,
close.
safeties. What are we talking about right now? Coming
Derrick
at him
Henry'd
full
murder him.
steam.
6'3",
They're not
250
playing
for
What's LeBron
Derrick
gonna
Henry.
do running at him full steam? Derrick Henry's gonna run right through him.
Oh, he would just flatten him. I mean, LeBron would tap out to Derrick Henry. The
Yes.
little
I don't know
6'3"
about
guy's
tap
gonna
out.
just fucking
He
stand
wouldn't
down
want to
over
mess
him.
with Derrick Henry, though. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that right now.
It's not even
No
close.
shot.
He's probably terrified
Derrick
of
Henry
Derrick
would
Henry.
murder him.
The 6'3" guy. I mean, what are we gonna do with the 6'3" Derrick
You're
Henry?
acting like 4 or 5 inches makes a difference. Like, that makes no fucking difference. They're huge. Both of them are huge. It makes no difference. Derrick Henry would run through them.
He's 40 pounds heavier too.
Yeah, he's not
ran
as
through
tough.
guys 40 pounds heavier. What do you want? He's got 300-pound linemen trying to tackle him every single game. You think he's afraid of LeBron?
No.
No, I don't think either one of
LeBron
them's
fades
afraid.
away from LeBron used to fade away from contact when friggin'
Because that's what you
a
do
stick
in
that was
football.
7
What is
foot.
it? It's not the same sport. What?
I'm just saying he
L
doesn't.
take
It's not,
there, Tony.
It's not that he
L
loves
take.
contact.
Not a single person agrees with you guys in chat.
It doesn't matter. They're wrong. We're right.
Yeah.
Why? Because he
Correct.
plays football?
Correct.
And because LeBron flops?
Correct.
Like, oh, LeBron flops.
Yeah.
6'9".
Derrick Henry was
He's going to push
LeBron up.
6'9", 280. He was
throw
going
him
to kick
20
his
yards.
ass because he flops in basketball.
Why does Derrick
He-
Henry shop at
Derrick
2
Henry drags 3 people with him 20 yards.
He's got a man bun, like a whatever the rat tail man bun
He's
thing.
got a
is.
man bud.
LeBron's just gonna pull on the turtle thing. Like, what are we talking
The
about? here?
turtle thing. Is that legal? Wait, if that's legal, I'm on your side. If they're pulling hairs and that's
No.
legal,
No,
it's not legal.
it's legal. Derrick Henry would still run his ass over.
They're not
Yeah, we
fucking
got-
playing football.
We got Jason on our side. Let's go,
What
Jason.
do you mean they're not
Henry
playing
all
football? They're
day.
fighting. It's the same thing.
Fighting in football is the same thing
Yeah,
now.
Oh my God, make a
Run at
poll.
another guy and take care of him.
Make a poll,
Kill
Tony.
him.
Make a poll.
Do you want to talk NFL? Are we ready to do that? Yeah, Burks is out, by the way. And yeah, we knew about Duran.
No Duran news though.
No Duran news. If we get Duran news, we'll let everybody know. Yeah. I can tell which people are not subscribers and which people are subscribers, because the ones that aren't subscribers just lose their mind. They just go, I can't believe you're saying this. And then the subscribers understand what's going on. RPS 15% off first payment. I just got a text from my lady. Is Derrick Henry a football player? She either heard me say he's a football player. She goes, who is he? Good one, babe.
I agree with Ron Paul too. You can't say Burks is out when we got Burks in 2 sports.
Oh, Treylon Burks?
Well, that's a good point, Tony.
All right. You know what? You're right. You're stoned.
Understoned. You're stoned.
Hey,
that's what he said.
Let's not get on this subject. Big T don't want that smoke.
You said, "Oh my God!"
I never said I'd whoop JSU in a fight.
Yeah, I don't know JSU.
I don't think it would be a landslide like everyone thinks JSU would whoop me. I don't think
everyone thinks I'd whoop you. I think a lot of people be on your side.
No, you would win that poll for sure. JSU'd probably beat me.
Really?
You're
no,
wait. You're 6'5". How much
size doesn't matter. You said that doesn't matter.
But how much do you weigh? How much do you weigh?
325.
So you're the one that's saying this, though, but you think it's a big deal that one person's 6'3" and one person's 6'8", 6'9", and there's a 40-pound difference when we have a 100-pound difference?
Well, there's weight classes for a reason.
More than 100-pound difference.
You're more than 125 pounds.
You have 8 or 9 inches on me, at least 10 inches. I don't like. How tall are you? 6'6", 6'5"?
No, like 6'2".
You ain't no fucking 6'2". You're lying.
350.
He's 6'5".
No, 350 on top of it.
6'4".
I keep going up, man. I'm getting big now.
6'4", 350 versus 5'1", 120. I mean, that's why you got a shot, Tony.
Oh God.
All right, let's talk some NFL.
WKJ wants stacks on the mat.
All right.
The funniest is always when we're talking about this. There's always like the guys, the tough guys that come in. I'd whoop both of you. Well, yeah. I'm not a damn fighter. I'd hope you'd whoop me if you're a fighter.
Yeah, I'm not trying to claim I'm a professional fighter either.
We're not pretending we're tough guys. I never once said I'm some badass fighter guy. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Tony is definitely a lover.
I'll tell you what, I'm 3-0 in fights though in my life.
That's pretty good.
I will never fight someone.
I don't think I'm a fighter. I just have a fuse. I don't think I'm a fighter though.
Thank you, Riley Golf Pro.
All right.
I mean, who are we going to play in this freaking football game?
All right, defense.
No, the defense. So that's what I can start with it because this is what happens. These are the games that the defenses are the worst plays in the world.
Why?
Because they're always overowned and they're expensive, and everyone wants. Whenever defenses are popular, this is the easiest showdown take I have. Whenever they're this popular and people want to play them, is when you just stay clear of them. And when defenses are unowned, is when you want them. Like the other night, they went again in a bad spot. Everyone's going to want these tonight because these teams suck and these teams can't score. And it just leads the defenses. I'd much rather play the kickers in this spot in that price range because they can just add more ways to it. And the defenses, where's my ownerships?
So, Tony, I got a question, though, because wasn't the Raiders defense on the winner last time?
Yeah, because the bullshit pick six that the dude
threw.
But
no one played the Raiders defense.
Yeah.
They were like 8% or something like that. So were they a bad play or a good play? I'm wondering.
They were low owned, so they're a good play.
So are the Titans not going to be low owned, you're saying?
I don't see how they can be under 20%.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I mean, no, everyone loves the D's. I mean, maybe they will be, but I don't think so.
God, it's just annoying, though, because you got Kenny Pickett and Will Levis, and one mistake, and that defense is on the winner. It's just
believe me, I know it's a gamble, and it's it's either going to pay off or you're going to hate yourself for it. But everyone, I mean, like the Steelers D has to be the worst play. Like they have to be. They have to be the worst play.
Well, because they're definitely going to be high owned. I know
they
that.
Just
like
have to be the worst play. If they don't score a touchdown, they won't be in the winner.
So are you going to under project or are you going to take them out?
I might just take them out.
Wow. Okay.
On games like this, I always think it's simple. When we won last year, there was a Saints game like this where I said, play the quarterback with 2 pass catchers. I think games like this are when you go offense more heavy than usual. And that's easy to say. The whole game's offense, right? But like a quarterback with 2 pass catchers or Derrick Henry, I think will be somewhat low owned for this. So you play Derrick Henry knowing he's overpriced. He's definitely overpriced for his projection. But when he breaks off a 70-yarder in their ass, he's guaranteed to be optimal. So I think more going offense here than anything is where I want to be. Yeah, Kevin R. The Steelers could have 6-7 sacks. No shit. Tennessee sucks. They're playing a rookie quarterback.
Tennessee could have 6 sacks.
Though.
Tennessee could have 6 sacks. Both these teams could have 6 sacks. I think they had 6 sacks last game, honestly. Just looking. I mean,
everyone wants to play the defense. So, like, what people never understand with DFS and Showdown in particular, they always think they're the only one that knows that the Pittsburgh's D is in a great spot. It's a rookie quarterback. They're like, man, how can Tennessee do anything on offense against Pittsburgh? And everyone thinks they're a genius with that take. I know they're a great. Like, if you told me Pittsburgh's defense was 5%, I would think they're the best play on the slate by a mile. But if you tell me they're 40%, they're the worst play on the slate by a mile. It shows you just how much ownerships mean in Showdown. They're a terrible play. It is what it is. And people are going to play them in the damn captain 10%. If you're going to play them, please, God, don't play them in the captain. Please don't. Because if they do, you're going to chop anyways.
Play the kickers.
I like the kickers with you for sure.
I love the kick. I love Boswell.
Double kicker?
I mean,
I don't know about double kicker. I mean, one of the things is
one.
The problem with low scoring games and kickers is one of them will probably get a touchdown or 2 or 3, and it'll be like a 14-13 game, and the other one will get the field goals. I do like both kickers, but I have a harder time with that.
No double kicker then.
Yeah, I'm with you though. I think Derrick Henry's by far my favorite play, and probably the guy I'll be heaviest on in the captain. Especially with the quarterbacks and stuff that they have. I'm just gonna lean on the big dog for sure. So he's definitely my favorite play.
You better take him after you guys were sucking him off how tough he is. You guys better both be on him.
It's very tough.
It was a build up, Tony. I was trying to that was planned by me because he was my favorite captain plans. I was already planned. All right, I already thought of it. Okay. He's going to beat up LeBron. We're going to talk about it. We're going to make fun of it.
You knew we were going to go down the LeBron versus Henry route?
Well, I was trying to think of who I could go down that's not on this slate. And, of course, LeBron was the first name that popped into my mind, obviously. But, yeah, I mean, the defense is definitely an interesting take because if you take them out of your builds, I mean – you're going to get some different teams, right, Tony? Because a lot of these teams are going to have the defense in some way in it. So if you replace them with kickers, let's just say, for instance, or some of these other cheap guys that are, close to the range of the defenses, that could be different. You almost play an offensive game, even though you might not love it.
Yep.
You just play the offensive game, and it's almost just like you hope that there's points in this game. You hope the total goes over.
And it's a lot funner to root on anyways.
It is.
Like you're rooting on points.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So, okay, do you like the Steelers or the Titans in this one, Tony?
I mean, I don't know. I think I like the Steelers, but, man, it's definitely not conviction tonight. I haven't even bet it. It's the first time in a while coming into this show where I haven't bet it. I haven't put a pick up. I haven't bet it. I just don't love it. I don't love the spot.
Yeah, I lean
Maybe
the
I'll just bet
Titans
the
here,
over.
but-
I kind of like the over.
You like the
yeah,
over?
let's do it because I like the over too.
Wow.
So let's do the over. I'm with
All
you.
right.
I'm gonna bet the Titans though. I like the Titans a little bit in this
Thursday
one, so.
night over between two shitty offenses. You're probably right then.
We've seen the weirdest
know.
shit on Thursdays
I know.
and Mondays and Sunday. Like some of these games are just absolutely crazy on these short slates. So
Let me talk about Brandon Katz has to say. Brandon, so Levis's game last week was overrated a lot of yards. Okay. So he had one pass that should have been intercepted, another that could have been. He had 3 turnover worthy plays, one that really should have been a pick. So that was the first thing. The second thing is there aren't many quarterbacks that can go 60 air yards off their back foot. So the guy just has the arm of a god. It was beautiful to watch.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was gorgeous to see that arm. Here's the thing that I saw a lot of: checkdowns, tons of checkdowns. Derrick Henry checkdowns, short out routes by the wide receivers. Obviously, he had hit Hopkins deep, but this is a guy who was just taking what I gave him. They'd have design checkdowns. He'd just go through his progressions. He'd check it down. So a lot of short little ones. And you wonder if, there is a player on this team that's just going to get a ton of dump offs tonight. Now, here's what I'm concerned about with him is that he had his first start. Now he has to turn around on a short week. Mike Tomlin has film on him now. So that's my big concern with Levis tonight and them putting up points. Like the one thing is if they're running the ball a shit ton, then it's going to be a ton of Henry, some Ty Spears. I don't know how much they want to trust Levis tonight. It's a tough ass on the road, short week with film on you now. That's my take on Levis. So you got to take a stand, right, Tony? And I think my stand tonight.
The way we play, you got to take a stand for sure.
I got 3 lineups on DK, 1 on FanDuel, and I don't think I have any Levis unless you guys tell me to do it.
I mean, the problem is like you're going with the crowd though too. I mean,
they're fading them too.
Yeah, you being over on the quarterbacks is like opposite of what
you basically just said exactly what I was saying, where everyone like thinks they're being creative by fading the quarterback for the defense. And
Durant's playing, by the way. So if you had Bagley in your lineups and you want to get him out, Jalen Durant's in.
Okay. Durant.
So just with the flow chart I put up on the site, let's just look at a few of those just because last week it was pretty good. Can't guarantee it stays that good every week, but Kenny Pickett's a neutral matchup. Will Levis is a tough matchup, and obviously even more with him being a rookie on the road. So that kind of goes with what Holden was saying. Running backs, the Pittsburgh running back, we already know Tennessee's a funnel. The worst possible spot is Pittsburgh's bad running backs running against this D. But the flip side to that, too, is everyone knows that, and they're expensive. And the good part is you don't need a ceiling in this game. So if Najee gets 12, that's pretty good tonight. So the matchup is bad, though. So just wanted to note that. The Derrick Henry matchup is a pretty good matchup. Pittsburgh is a little vulnerable against the run, so that's why we like Henry. The passing game, you got Hopkins and Tennessee, bad matchup again, which goes towards the Pittsburgh D. Again, all the matchups point towards Pittsburgh's D. I'm not saying they don't. I know they do. But we play game theory and we try to ship slates. And to get different, sometimes you gotta fade some of that. And pretty good matchup for the Pittsburgh passing game, Pickens and Deontay. Deontay's another guy I love on floor slates because he's going to get peppered with these targets and he's going to end up with 16 fantasy points. I gave that guarantee on Monday that Gibbs would be the winner or one of the winners for sure. Maybe not captain, but the winner. Deontay, I see no way Deontay is not in the winner tonight. With the low scoring game, I just think he's like a lot. Not captain. I'm not saying captain, but just in the team. I just think he's like a lock to be in there. And then tight ends, we got Connor Hayward in Pittsburgh's tough matchup, and the Chig Okongwu is a decent matchup. So nothing like too crazy with the flow chart. The Pittsburgh running game, I think, is the worst matchup, but I also like both of them just because of the floors. I mean, if they score a touchdown, if anyone scores tonight, they're almost a lock to be on the winner. And you can just see Najee just falling in twice or something. So I like them more than I normally do.
He's going to either need to catch 4 or 5 balls or fall into the end zone to get there for sure.
Yeah.
So Tony, nixing the defenses, you keep saying low scoring game. In a low scoring game, naturally you would not nix these defenses.
They're still going to need to score a touchdown though. Like, I mean, if they don't score a touchdown, I struggle to see them getting more than like 12.
So you don't think like sacks could get them there with we've seen teams get 10 or 9 and be on the winner. So
I just think that say they're 40% owned in that range. I just think there's no way they're hitting the winner 40% of the time.
All right. I'm with you.
Anything different on FanDuel, guys? Anything different on FanDuel? How much do we bump down Deontay on FanDuel, Tony?
He's just cheap on FanDuel is the issue, though. So I would definitely downgrade him on FanDuel, but you also get the $12K price tag when all those other guys are really expensive. So he gets the downgrade stats-wise, but he gets the upgrade because his price. I mean, to me, he's just like the best play of the night. For me, I think he's the safest, and I just think he's the best play of the night.
Yeah, and so I'm with Tony that Deontay is my favorite Steeler. And if I got to pick like a Steeler captain, it would probably be Deontay because, one, he's got a nice floor with the targets. 2, he eventually is going to get in that damn end zone. I mean, he's ran bad with plays being called back, quarterback missing him slipping and falling when he's wide open. It drops. Like, there's been bad spots, but like at some point, dude is getting into the box. And when he does, that 12 or 16 is turning into, 18 to 22. And that's going to be a winner, I think, on this type of slate. So I struggle not to play Deontay. I think he's the best play on the Pittsburgh side. So Derrick Henry for sure on the Tennessee, Pittsburgh. I got Deontay. Those are my 2 highest owned captains and the guys I have the most of at the captain. And then after that, it's actually the kickers. Boswell's my number 1 kicker, and I got a bunch of him in the captain. I always love Chris Boswell. I think
Boswell's a boss, man. He's a boss. He gets it done.
That Raiders slate when I was at your house, Tony, remember he had a monster game, but he just didn't hit the winner because I think Devontae Adams just like crushed the slate, so he was the captain. But like Boswell was awesome. He had like 12 or 15 in that game, and he had one opportunity to hit a field goal and something happened where it could have changed the slate a little bit, even with Adams crushing that much, but either a flag or something.
A good kicker too, to your point. I think
and Folk's another one. Yeah.
Swoop, why do you keep saying Burks is out? Because it's fucking Alec Burks. And now we're talking about NFL. Okay. Are you playing Treylon Burks tonight, Swoops?
It's confusing, though. I'm with him. It's confusing. I'll give him credit.
Last time
someone asked about Sasser, I talked about Sasser already. I think if you're playing NBA and Alec Burks is out, I do think you can play some Marcus Sasser at 3,600.
By the way, I'm not banning Swoop. I like Swoop. Pi Daniels, y'all trolling on kicker captain talk. Are y'all trolling?
No, we're not trolling. Should I screenshot my percentage of kicker captain?
No, because people should be signing up for your guys' cores and all the tournament. Like Tony's giving you all the tournament plays. JBC, JSU has his stuff. Mr. Trillionaire, K Fallick, who just shipped for 50K. He's got like multiple cores up tonight. So sign up RPS 15. And God damn it, we got almost 1,000 people watching. Will you hit the like button already? This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. All you're doing is you're sitting there. If you're not a subscriber, just hit it. Just, hey, thank you very much for all this amazing content you're giving me. So when I win money tonight, I can at least pay it back a little bit. Anyways, done with that. Any other questions that you have?
Just a note too about the positions I like to game log watch the most are defense and kicker. The Titans defense has one game all year in double digits, 12 points, and that was the Bengals game when Joe Burrow was on 1 foot. And I'm fading defenses. I made my mind up. I'm going offense tonight. The kickers have so much more stability to me than these defenses, so I'm just heavier kickers. I'm going to fade both defenses fully. And
we got our boy Ryan starting, Tony, by the way.
Oh baby, I'm actually disappointed he's starting because he's going to get owned now. He was already on my main team in the DK. That sucks. He's starting.
Yeah, so they're just for anyone who's playing hoops: McCollum, Herb Jones, Jordan Hawkins, Matty Ryan, the basketball player, not the quarterback, and Joe Val.
It is a little confusing tonight. We got Matt Ryan, we got a Burks. Thank God we don't have an Okongwu. By the way, do you guys have any Okongwu tonight? You saw 5 targets from Levis. Kind of like them.
I mean, I think you can play him for sure. I mean,
he dropped the most egregious ball last week when he was wide open.
He did.
I mean, he's the type of once you fade defenses, though, you're going to have to play guys like that. I mean, you're going to – it's the mid-tier build where how I want is all my teams to have everyone that can score 12. That's my goal tonight. So I'll be off a lot of the cheapies. I just want everyone to get me double digits, everyone that I play.
I'm with Tony on like fading a lot of those cheapies and like, playing guys that can get you doubles. Come? Oh, a ton. And like for me, honestly, like I have guys like Nick Westbrook-Akine, guys who may be like one play or not, but when they go up, they get double digits. You know what I mean? So yeah, a lot of these guys are going to get you like 3 to 6 most slates, but I want guys that at least have had multiple times getting double digits. And Nick Westbrook-Akine, he's got a few touchdowns this year, so he's a cheap guy I like.
All right, real quick, NBA Duren is starting with Stewart, Thompson, Hayes, and Cunningham. So
yeah,
just so you guys know. Back to the NFL. If you guys got any questions, subscribers, hit us up in the live show chat. You can do it in the YouTube chat too. I know who most of you are, anyways. That'll be pretty easy.
Yes, Dove KJ. I got 4 to 5 on both my teams, so and I would assume Tony does too. So
what?
Pelicans.
Oh, yeah.
He said 4 to 5 Pelicans. Even Reggie's got Pelicans on his team.
Does he?
There we go, Reg.
How much?
Don't come in on Reg like you like Reg. Just let Holden talk about Reg.
I love Reggie. I'm a Reggie guy. 100%.
I like Treylon Burks tonight too.
You do like the Treylon, just one big catch.
So I mean, why does it have to be just one big catch though? Like if you look before he got hurt,
he played all year though. That's why though. That's why he's saying one because he hasn't done anything all year. That's why. No, I know that, but he's saying like you're looking for like the targeted,
no matter who the quarterback.
He's 3,800,
and I don't think Levis even looked his way. I don't even think he had a target in that last game. So listen, though, he had 2 targets. I take it back. He had 2 targets.
I think he's like in a very, very good spot. His price is 3,800. It's fair. It was his first game back from injury last week. He's talented. He's way more talented than these other receivers. I mean, there's Chris Moore and Westbrook-Akine, and he already played more snaps than them last week.
Yep.
I mean, it's just the perfect spot where we're going to get him lower owned than we should.
Another guy better than Chig, I think.
And Levis is better for Burks than Tannehill. Like, better. He's got an arm. I don't love Levis, but he's got a damn arm. He'll throw it deep to him.
I mean, the one thing we saw from him last week is he's not going to be afraid to let that thing go deep. So,
that's why
some of these quarterbacks come in and they do. I
tied a Levis interception just about every bet I have in this game. I hope it happens.
You're eating that D up. You just love that D.
Oh, Holden's got double defensive.
God, he just loves it. He loves it.
I do not have any double defense. No.
Because I like money. I like to win.
No, I don't have double defense. I don't have double defense. No double defense action.
I don't like all missionary. I like to get some other activities in there.
I mean, if you're getting the job done missionary, I don't know why you always have to just knock on it.
I don't mind it. I like it.
I think it's the best. Well, the doggy's probably the best. But besides for that, it's number 2.
Number 2 is a good ranking. I mean, it's tough to get to number 2.
I don't even think like 10 positions is necessary anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
I'm old. I don't need to go that direction. Keep it to the core 5, and then you mix it in and out, whichever ones you want to use on whichever night.
There we go. I can appreciate that.
Yeah, I know you can. All righty then. Let's get to some questions here. So for the subscribers,
I love how Tony was talking that whole time. He wasn't even looking up, and Reg's just trying to high five me. And
I don't even have the camera up.
Oh, you don't even have the camera? How do you?
Well,
do
I got too much on my screen. I can't see your mugs.
Anything, Holden? No, nothing.
No. I'm just reading some stuff here. How much are we giving out on a free show? Like Weston's going favorite captains. Like, do we give this stuff out for free?
I already gave actually my favorite two plays, one from each team. It was Henry and then Deontay. And then we both like the kicker captains. Boswell's my favorite if I had to choose one. So, there.
Well, here's a comment from M. All right, M says this. Warren's a better fit for the Steelers team. He is not better than Harris overall. But here's the issue with Warren.
He's a better fit for this game, though, because in this game, if you're trying to run the football, you need someone who has the speed to get to the edge. Najee does not. Jalen does. So he's definitely a better fit for this game. I agree.
I read a lot of Steelers stuff this week, and then you see how they're a little frustrated with him blocking. He keeps getting fined because he has to lower his helmet in order to not get steamrolled, right? So they got to play him because he can catch passes. On the other side of things, though, if you can't block, how much are they going to put him out there on the field? But you're right. It's game to game. Is this a good matchup for Warren? Somebody got to play. Oh, boy. S. Gills with a Z on the end. Wow. That is
he's not into that phase. And by the way, even when before he got the snip holding the treatment and he was like humping a little bit, he never humped me. He only humped my wife.
That's why she took his balls off.
Yeah, no, I know. That's why we had an argument about it, because he never bothered me with it. It was just her. So she was like, we have to get this done. And I'm like, he doesn't bother me.
For the 5th fucking time, I need a JSU first touchdown play. All right, Riles. All right.
I like that. Get the F-bomb in there. I like that. That's good. Good use.
You gotta use an F-bomb if you want me to, do something. So
very good use of it.
All right, Riles, coming up, buddy. We're gonna bet it. We're gonna bet it together here.
Have you been hitting these pretty good this year, JSU?
I've hit a couple.
You hit a couple. That's all you need to do is hit a couple. You don't have to hit it.
I had friggin' Sam Laporte. What was it? What was the game? The Lions game? Was that the last Island game? The Lions game?
Yes.
And I had Sam Laporte first touchdown and Jameson Williams. And I think Sam Laporte scored second, right? Josh Jacobs scored first or something like that. So
Jameson Williams didn't do anything.
That was annoying, but
what are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
Henry I wouldn't do Henry. That's probably not even a good number.
No, I try and find like longer shots than like the favorites for first touchdown. The fun ones are like finding guys that are like, 15 to 1, 20 to 1, like try and take.
You bet 3 of them. You bet 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, you bet 2. I bet 2 or 3 and they're more long shots. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, betting first touchdown.
What's my boy Treylon Burks?
I got you. Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now.
I'm betting that. That's my one bet I'm betting. And the over.
All right. I like that, Tony. I'll ride with you here. So Treylon is 21 to Treylon is plus 2,100, Tony. I like that.
Oh God, he's 25 on DK.
And Nick Westbrook-Akine is 28. So those would be 2. Do I like anyone else here? Really don't like much else. I think those are my 2. I would take shots on there. To Treylon Burks and Nick Westbrook-Akine first touchdown, 21 and 28 on FanDuel. Those prices are so.
How's Derrick Henry plus 145?
First touchdown? He's plus 600.
No, for a touchdown.
A touchdown.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I know. I threw him in there with a Deontay Johnson over 5.5 little.
I gotta bet his overs real quick.
I got.
I feel like that should be like plus 100, Tony.
Yeah, it's always minus for the most part.
Minus.
I got a Henry touchdown and Deontay over 5.5 catches at plus 360. I kind of like that one tonight because I too am not just putting a straight bet on.
Clayton likes Pickett plus 2,800. Okay,
Pickett rushing
he's plus 26 at on FanDuel. So
Connor Hayward first touchdown. It is Thursday night, man. It's
he's
fucking
15-1 and Chig is 19-1. Like I would probably go Chig or
the Chig too. There's some. I'm gonna take some shots with some of those tonight. I haven't bet many of those lately, but I'm gonna bet a few of those just because I hate the game. I'd rather get a sweat with some of these bets like that.
Matt, I'm not giving out anything right now. Just these guys are giving out their bets. I'm not giving out Tony's core. Okay, relax. Subscribers got everything you need. You get you're getting a ton. We're answering questions here. Relax. I know it's a free show, Matt. I know. Would the plus money on a Henry anytime touchdown mean Vegas knows something we don't? Maybe he's sick or something.
Never know. Tajay Spears then. Take a shot on Tajay.
He's the one I hate tonight.
Tajay?
No, I was saying to bet if you think Derrick Henry props weird.
If you don't like Henry, then you should like one of those guys for sure.
I mean,
Tony, if he steals some work from Derrick Henry, then he's just not on the captain winner probably. It's not that he couldn't be in the flex in the winner though, both of them.
Yeah.
Just I think he's scored a touchdown like every other game, so I mean maybe that's
putting
Spears
my
is getting work
up right now. Holden, we miss you on Mondays too. I mean, Mondays are just brutal when you're not on there.
Can I do, buddy?
I know.
You guys will be all right.
I wanted to show my appreciation for
you. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. At least somebody here on this show, besides for myself, appreciates what I do here.
Holden, nothing makes you happy. All right? Nothing makes you happy.
It just made me happy. Tony saying nice things made me so happy.
Yeah, remember this when people stick their neck out for you.
Let me ask you something. What did you stick your neck? Did you stick your neck out for me and I didn't know it?
Nope. Don't you worry about it, Holden.
I'm not. I love you, JSU.
Screw you.
I love you. Why can't you take that as a compliment and just be like,
I don't take that as a compliment.
I love you, JSU.
No, screw you. You're on Tony's side. Stay on your own
I can
damn
be on
side.
Everybody's side.
Nope. Stay on your own damn side. Tony, you heard him say it. He's on your side. Can't flip-flop.
Oh, that hurts.
Well,
that hurts. JSU has always been a staunch supporter of mine.
Correct.
I agree. Sometimes I ask myself, what is
Even
my
the
role
people
here?
know it.
What do I do? What do I do here?
What do I do?
What is my purpose? And JSU's like, he has a purpose.
It's a fact.
All right. Are we going up to lock or are we good or what? What are we doing here?
Are you rushing us again?
I'm not rushing.
He's trying to rush us,
I'm
but
not
if people have questions.
I'm not trying. I'm just wondering what the protocol is here. That's all I'm saying.
Someone's asking us about Nance or Ryan starting and not him.
Basketball.
So I don't think Nance was never going to start, in my opinion. I didn't think he was going to start. I still think he's a good play, and he's probably still a better point per minute guy. So, and he's only center eligible on DK. So if you're talking about DK, I still think it's pretty close between Nance and Ryan, and I'd probably lean Nance. I wouldn't play Ryan in the util spot, I'd play him, in the forward spot. So yeah, it'd be Nance if I had to pick one of them, but both guys are good value plays.
Yeah, I know I have a question. What's my problem? Shit 24. I got no problem, buddy. Everything's good. I'm happy tonight. I'm very happy. We got football on tonight. Not going to have a chance to go swimming now, but that's okay. We got tomorrow. I'm excited. Even if it's a shitty football game, I'm excited about a shitty football game. JSU, you're going to watch a lot more NBA than football, though, right?
Oh, I'm going to watch all of it. I got my new TV, Holden. You didn't know?
Oh,
Did you see my new TV?
no. I did not see your new TV. Please show
Yeah.
us, JSU. Please tell me it's
Yeah.
at least 80 inches, right?
Oh, no, it's 98.
Oh,
98. It's
JSU.
It's mint. Dude.
I
It's
mean, I
friggin' mint.
must say 98?
98.
I've never
yeah.
even heard of that.
Yeah. Oh,
Wow.
It was
What brand?
Very heavy. Me and my brother brought it down the stairs, and it was a process.
What brand is it?
So it's a Samsung LG 98 inch.
Okay.
It's pretty freaking awesome. So
98 inch. I mean, because I remember telling Tony this, like you have to have at least an 80-inch television. You can't go, and now you're
multiple
98?
TVs. Or multiple TVs. Like
Even if you have multiple TVs, you need a big one in the middle.
No, but I'm just saying, like I used to have like 5 TVs down in the basement, and now I just got this massive one.
I'm jealous. Fuck. 98? Oh, we started talking about TVs, and now we got spammed by the All Gamer. You know what?
Right.
West Coast Gem, great point, because you do not want to watch adult cinema on a 98-inch television. You do not want to do that.
I have not tried that yet.
I tried it on an 80-incher, and it was too much.
It was too much.
You just see too much.
Holden's like, I'm back to my phone.
Yeah, back to my dedicated iPad from 2013.
Dedicated iPad.
Back to my dedicated iPad from 2013.
You got multiple iPads. You're like,
No,
that's my dedicated one. Don't touch that one.
Nobody. Nope, it's hidden. It's in the closet. Nobody knows it's there, and that's it. You guys are gross in the chat. Man, that's just silly stuff. If you got any questions, by all means, JBC for the subscribers. JBC just threw his cores and his pool up. So you've got everything from JBC now. And this is the other thing. If you're not signed up with us, and here's your code, RPS15, what Tony and JBC do is they give you the exposure percentages at every captain play, right? So tonight we got a lot of captain options. 1, 2, 3, like over 10 captain options tonight. That's wild. And then flex plays, they're giving you the exposure right there. So, one of them has Derrick Henry 50+%. One of them has Levis 51%. The other one doesn't. So you get a lot is all I'll say. You guys, if you have not signed up, you get a lot at RPS. There's no doubt about it. Just so many different tools. And I know we're going to be coming out with some more videos on how to use the tools. Because even I was like, Tony, dude, I've been working here since we basically launched. I still don't know how to use SaberSim for anything more than a 3 max. So he said, all right, let's go do a show. We did a show. And it's helped.
We can pop another one in too. Do we need to pop another one in there?
For what? Like on what though?
Huh?
What are we going to do a video on?
To help people to go back and rerun it with NBA or something.
Okay. Fine with me. Get that going sometime. A lot of Kenny Pickett tonight, huh?
I mean, got to play quarterback.
I'm telling you
what's
going to happen. The one dumbass that plays Mitch Trubisky because he fucking didn't keep up with the news is
going to lose his money. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully he loses his money. He does not deserve to win. But that's always something that somebody's trying to do.
All right, so I'm going to put in this same game parlay. I'll give it out. Derrick Henry, 80 rushing yards. Derrick Henry, anytime touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 6 receptions. And Najee Harris, under 44.5 rushing yards. It's plus 1,000. Put that one in there.
Yikes. That's nasty.
Boom.
You guys have a Spears and Derrick Henry lineup, or is that just too fucking?
I definitely don't have both. Oh, I shouldn't say I don't, because maybe it hit something. I don't have a rule, but I can't imagine that I have much of it with the Sims. The way the Sims work, can't imagine I have much of both of them.
What, Tajay and Derek together?
Yeah. I can't imagine.
I doubt that.
Kenny Phillips got 3 targets last week. Kyle Phillips, I should say. Kyle Phillips got 3 targets last week. How about that? Okay. So listen, sometimes we talk about doing onslaughts 5-1 with a game of this low of a total. We're not doing 5-1s, are we? What are we doing? 4-2s, 3-3s, Tony?
I never said I don't do 5-1s.
Are you doing 5-1s
Tony's
tonight?
doing 5-1s.
You're doing 5-1s?
I mean, these are the times when it's fine to go 5-1 because no one does it. Like, why couldn't this game end up a 5-1 when one team can't move the ball? Either team could end up not moving the ball. Why couldn't it be? I think 5-1's more valid tonight than usual because there's no scoring.
Yeah, I don't. I get what you're saying.
So of course you don't like 5-1.
Well, what you're saying that I agree with is that this is a game where not many people are going to go 5-1. So those are the games to do it. The games that I hate the 5-1s are the 49ers versus the Bears, where everyone's playing the 5-1s and everyone's playing the defense. And you just get so much leverage on taking all those options out. So this is a game where, if people want to go 5-1, at least that makes sense because no one's going to, or not many will do that with a close spread, two bad teams. So what's to say one team doesn't play well and one team doesn't is what Tony's kind of getting to, which, yeah, could happen.
Let's see much Ty J in here. All right. So again, here's what we got as far as cores in the tournament player pool, guys. Tony has his FanDuel core up. JBC has his DK and his FanDuel core up. So the DK core might be the only one that isn't posted out of our coordinators at this point. Cause we got everybody only AP on the FanDuel, and that's the only other one. So if you're a subscriber, all the cores are up. Just about every single core is up. We're just waiting on Tony, DraftKings, AP, FanDuel. I don't even know if AP is doing a FanDuel tonight. He's probably just glued to the NBA games tonight.
Yeah, he doesn't play the FanDuel very much, I don't think.
He's not on the FanDuel very much. Okay. God, I don't want to force anything, but I really like Chig tonight.
Force him in there.
I want to force him in there. I only got one lineup left, and that's Tony's. That's Tony's core lineup.
You friggin' sissy.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Somebody's from Canada. 5-1 no defense with a C. What part of Canada are you from, Matt?
Hey, our Prez is from Canada. Settle down.
He is?
Settle down.
He sounds like he's from Tennessee, though, or wherever, Kentucky. He's from Canada? Wiley's from Canada? Really?
Tony?
I must say, I'm a Canada guy. I do like Canada. Vancouver's my favorite.
You like Canada?
I do. Vancouver's my favorite town in North America.
You like Canada? He says.
You like it. Women are.
Man, I can't find a main build here. That's why I can't get my DK core. I got everything done except my DK main team. I just can't find an exact. I found a build I love, but it doesn't have my boy Burks in it. After I talk Burks up, maybe I'll just stick with the prop with Burks and leave my team because I do have the winner if I don't want Burks. Man, I wonder what my best Burks captain team is. What's the best Burks captain team you think?
Let me see. I got a couple, I think.
It's actually a nice build that popped up first.
What is Burks?
It's actually a good. I actually might not be able to say this one because I might have found the one I like. It is a very good build.
Burks and Treylon are the two cheap.
That's the build I'm
guys
going with.
Or Burks and Akina are the two cheap captains I would take shots on.
All right, so you found a Burks build you like, or are you just going different?
I found the one that I absolutely love. Yeah. It gets me everything I want for sure.
Oh, someone posted in chat. LeBron's on the Titans. LeBron's on the Titans. LeBron's riding Derrick Henry tonight.
He does not have a Henry jersey on after we had that conversation.
That would be so funny. That would be
so good.
Amazing.
It would be so good.
He came out with a tweet. He was like, "This is the only guy that I'm afraid of."
Imagine the buzz we would get if he just did that. He's like, I was watching this Run Pure show, And they said Derrick Henry would whoop my ass, and I agree. Derrick Henry would whoop my ass, and like we would get the biggest spike of all time. Just woo.
He said, "I'm going Titans. I think Will Levis keeps it going. No Mika hurts."
And check out Run Pure Sports for all those cores.
Where's man going? We need man going to quote tweet it and be like, "Check out Run Pure Sports."
The website would definitely go down if he said the.
It'd be good. It'd be bad and good. Like long-term good, short-term not good. We can't handle that right now.
God, this team's good.
All right, post that core, buddy. Let's go.
Buddy. It's in there.
Oh, it's up there. All right, beautiful.
It's already in there.
It's up.
Let me hit a little refresh. A little free refresh action. Oh boy! You got to be kidding me.
What?
Your core.
Yeah, it's the winner. What's funny about it?
I hope
it's
you're
the
right.
winner. He said it's the winner.
Winner.
Whew.
All right.
What do you guys? What's your take on Pickens tonight? Like everybody's on Deontay. What about Pickens?
I mean, I think people will be on Pickens. You don't think people are going to play Pickens?
I think they will. I want to know what you guys think about Pickens.
I always like Pickens. Pickens is more upside than Deontay. Deontay's just way safer.
Yeah. Normally, I'm a Pickens guy. Like I'm normally Pickens all over Deontay and stuff like that. Tonight, I am Deontay over Pickens, but that is unusual for me. I just think Deontay's actually ran really bad for touchdowns, so and he's just getting peppered.
Oh, just jacked up my CSV.
Uh-oh.
Somebody got Boz. Oh, it leaves you 10-1 at the end with Tony's score. All right. So, by the way, if you didn't play Showdown in baseball, in the World Series, you missed out. Tony basically just says play the pitchers, then you play the pitchers and print, and it usually helps. It usually happens. So my question tonight is it going to be play the quarterbacks? Just play both quarterbacks.
God, I feel so good just playing the good players. It's just fun to go in there and sweat like tonight. I know everyone's on the Ds. I just have the good players. Okay. I didn't really fade any of the good players. I just root on offense. That's fun. That's until they suck on offense, then it's not as fun.
Is Levis a good player?
I mean, I don't think he's great. I think he's got an arm at least. I hate Tannehill. So, like, it can't be worse to me than Tannehill. I think Tannehill's terrible. So,
I mean, Malik Willis was bad too. So they had bad options everywhere.
Yeah.
But
Chigozema Kongwu.
All right, it's time for JSU to eat.
Whoa.
Let's do it. JSU wants us out. We're out.
JSU's hungry.
Hit the like button on the way out, and that's all we got to say.
Let's go, Kevin. I see you, Tony's core for a single entry. Let's go. Let's get that first 25-1 on DK, and then we'll hit JSU's single game.
28-1 on FanDuel. I told you on FanDuel it's 28.
You said 21 or something.
Oh, no, that's Westbrook Akine. Sorry, 21 for 21.
I was like, I looked because I wanted to make sure I got the best bet in. You were going to piss me off if I did it wrong.
My bad. You're right.
I already bet it.
Dinner. Good seeing you both. I'll see you tomorrow for the NBA show. Sign up, RPS 15% off the first.
I ain't going to go Pickens up a new chair. I ain't doing that. Whoever said that. It was clever, though.
Okay. Good night. Everybody enjoy yourselves.